Hello, friends and fellow simmers. Well, we're back here today at the FedEx terminal at Toronto Pearson International Airport, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Today, I want to talk about navigation and subscriptions, and is it worth paying for a subscription? But primarily Navigraph Charts. Is Navigraph Charts worth paying a subscription for when we have the in-game charts now with Microsoft Flight Simulator? Now, let me tell you, for a long time, I've been flight simming since 1998, Flight Sim 98, and we went a long time where the flight sim had no navigation. You always had to have some sort of outside third party or outside source of navigating in the sim. So it's great that that the people at Microsoft came out with the in-game system, and it's not bad. The Lido charts, it's not even a bad system. So yeah, with that being said, then with that all said and done, then why pay for a subscription for Navigraph Charts? Now, do I pay for a subscription for Navigraph Charts? Yes, I do. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself and subscriptions. I hate paying monthly subscriptions for anything when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, to the core. Like I absolutely hate paying for subscriptions. Even like, let me do a comparison here. Say Intentions. Say Intentions came out, and I saw what it was all about. I heard the advertisements, I heard the people talking, and I saw the reviews, and I got a pretty good thing. But the subscription based thing put a real sour taste in my mouth, and like, there was no way. And I went to Beyond ATC, and then I was with Beyond ATC for a while, and Beyond ATC is great, but we're not getting into that. We're going to talk about subscriptions now. Beyond ATC, when I'm not using it and I'm not flying, or I'm flying and I'm just not using ATC, don't feel like using ATC, I just doing a flight, I don't feel like I'm paying for something I'm not using. Like, when I'm not using Beyond ATC, I'm not paying for it. It's that simple, right? And for the premium voices, the credits, that's manageable. And same thing with those. When I'm not using it, I'm not paying for it, right? But with Say Intentions, on your monthly subscription, I think they changed something now. You can pay. I don't know. It's complicated, but it still works around a subscription thing. They just made it so you can turn it on and off now, or some. Anyways, but yeah, it's about subscriptions. And even being with Beyond ATC, I thought, you know what? I'm not being fair to Say Intentions, right? I'm kind of dismissing it and everything. And I pay a subscription for Navigraph Charts, right? And Navigraph Charts has been able to hold on to me. So I go, fair enough. I'll go get a 1 month subscription. I'll give Say Intentions 1 month to convince me and put me in the situation that I am with Navigraph Charts. To me, Navigraph Charts is I can't live without it. It's that simple. To me, it's the icing on the cake. It just brings my whole sim together. It connects all my avionics. Developers are all making integrations to integrate with Navigraph Charts, and yeah, it's great to me. Yeah, I have to have my Navigraph Charts. That's a no question, and I pay an annual subscription for Navigraph Charts. But yeah, so I got into Say Intentions, and I tried it for a month, and it absolutely did not have that effect on me. I couldn't get past the subscription part, and that I'm paying it for when I'm not using it, and and the turning it on and off, and it has all the same issues that every other ATC program has and traffic injection program has, and they're working through their bugs, and they're all comparable in that thing. None of them are perfect, right? Which is what another thing was what makes it worse, that I'm paying for a subscription that sometimes I'm not using, right? And it doesn't grab me enough to make me want to use it every single time I fly. I have to turn this on. So yeah, so I used it for a month. I got my answer. It was what I thought it was, and there was no way I couldn't find the value in it to keep paying for a subscription, and I canceled. Went back to my Beyond ATC, and I've been doing that. Now Navigraph Charts. This is what the video is about. It's not about say intentions. It's about Navigraph Charts. That's just my feeling about say intentions, and I'm using say intentions because they're a subscription base, and we're talking about subscription base. Navigraph Charts here, I pay for an annual subscription every year. I just pay the annual. It's not even a question for me. And when it came to Navigraph Charts, I started it the exact same way that I started say intentions. You know what? I'm going to get a 1 month subscription. I'm going to try it out for a month. And if it's good, then they'll get me to sign up for an annual subscription or keep going monthly or whatever. Yeah, it was over for me after the first month. I was hooked on Navigraph Charts. Now, I started using Navigraph Charts way back, and what it is in 2024 is not what it was back in the day. Trust me. It's evolved quite a bit. So Navigraph Charts, let's go in there. Let's take a look at it. Let's start at the very beginning here, right? SimBrief. SimBrief used to be separate from Navigraph Charts. When I started using Navigraph Charts, SimBrief wasn't a part of Navigraph. It was its own entity on itself. Now, it was integrated with Navigraph Charts, but it was its own thing. Then eventually Navigraph have bought out SimBrief and now own SimBrief. They still provide SimBrief free to use. Everybody can use SimBrief, and to me, this is the best way to plan your flights. But Navigraph has totally integrated itself with this SimBrief, and totally integrated with the sim when it comes to the Navigraph hub. Let me bring that up for you. Navigraph hub, right? Now, if you look at my Navigraph hub, everything that I have that's integrated with Navigraph, all my PMDG aircraft, right? All my different in-game navigation systems, right? The G3000, the G1000, right? There's the Navigraph Academy stuff in here. It's all here, right? And this updates regularly every month. You just come in here, update, right? And that's it, right? We come over here. Here's my my GTN 750, my TDS GTN 750. Yep, it upgrades automatic. Just come in here, update my Phoenix, my A320. It's all up here, right? And all the other developers are integrating, like the GTN 750 is fully integrated with Navigraph Charts now. So my Navigraph Charts is in every one of my navigation displays, whether I'm flying default aircraft, whether I'm flying payware aircraft, airliners, GA aircraft. It's there, right? And then now there's SimBrief. I use SimBrief to plan every flight pretty much. You can plan your VFR flights now. Um, it's all here. You can set the map up any way you want. You can have your weather. You can open up, different things. This is a mock flight plan that I have set up, but you can go and put on significant weather, and you can bring that up on your charts. You can pre-plan all your weather ahead. You can come to over here, click on all your weathers, click in your airport, CYYZ, enter it. Here's all your, there's a say intentions, ATIS, and there's your MEDARs, TAFs. You can get all your ATISs for all your other airports. You just punch them in. So you can do all your pre-flight weather briefing, all of that, right? And you can get your layers, and it's fully integrated with Navigraph Charts. And yeah, and then we can go over to the charts themselves, right? You can import that flight plan directly into Navigraph Charts. It'll open the chart automatically for you. It'll put the aircraft on your chart. We can go here and click on our aircraft. There's our aircraft on our chart. You can zoom right into your airport. You can do it so many different ways. They give you so many options now. And there you go. We got a detailed airport map right here. Navigraph Charts, right? So you can use this for your taxi charts. If you don't want to use that for your taxi charts, you can come and put an overlay on top of your map. Use that for your charts if you want to taxi. Up to you. If you want the solid version, there's your main solid version. It gives you all your information on the left. I can see the winds. I can see what's happening on runway 23 now. There's a 13 knot crosswind with a 20 knot headwind. So we got some pretty crazy winds going on here in Toronto now. So yeah, you can plan all your flights, get your alternates all planned in. It automatically plugs in your charts right down on the bottom. So all my charts are here, right? There's my departure charts, right? My arrival charts, right? There's my arrival airport, right? And it's all right here. They've made it now so you can anodize. The charts are anodized. I can come up here and click on the pen, and you can start drawing on the charts and making notes or whatever you want on your charts. You can plan your taxi routes, right? We're gonna taxi, whatever. But just showing you can do all of that. Right, and you can clear it, and on top of that, it gives you the Jepson's charts. Now this is another big one for me between the Microsoft Flight Simulator charts, the Lido charts, and the Jepson charts. I just prefer the Jepson charts a little more. They're a little more. They're more detailed. And stuff. They give you more information and some stuff that you're not going to find in the Lido charts. So yeah, and then if you come down on the bottom, if that all isn't enough, we can close that. We can close our overlay off, right? There's our airport, there's our aircraft. And if that's not enough, they have a scratch pad. You can have it with line paper. You can have it blank. You can pick the type of font you want. You can set up these different templates on how you want to do it. Like if you're getting your ATIS, if you're listening to your ATIS, you can just start filling it out your scratch pad there. It's like a knee board. When I was in flight school back in the day, um, yeah, we didn't have tablets and stuff like that in the aircraft. We had paper charts, and we had something they called a knee board, and it was not electronic. There was no batteries to it. It had a clipboard and paper on it, and it had charts, paper charts that you unfolded and stuff like that. When I was learning to navigate, yeah, I was forced to learn to navigate on those paper charts, drawing a line in pencil on a chart from point A to point B. So it's come a long ways with ForeFlight, and flight navigation and flight training has definitely come a long way since my early days. But yeah, so there's all that. So you have the notepad, and you can clear that. I don't know how to clear that. I guess you just clear that, and you can open a new one. You can open a blank one and just have a blank scratch pad, and you can 190 at 13 knots, whatever, right? There's your scratch pad, right? You can clear it and get out of there. But yeah, Navigraph charts, there's just a plethora of things we can do with Navigraph charts. Now you can have IFR charts. You can come up here. You can see we got telemetry. You can turn your telemetry on or off. As you're flying, it'll tell you, track your telemetry there. Right, here's your pin board. You can turn that all off if you just want your charts. You don't want to see your pin board down on the bottom. Same with your routes up at the top. You can turn that off and on, right? And there's your route. Each waypoint right there, and all your airways are right. It gives you everything you need. Can turn our telemetry off, and then there's weather, right? You can turn your weather on, and you can come up. It gives you, looks like the weather radar is on now, but there's your weather. You can see there's some activity in the area, but you can come down here and bring up your layers, right? You want your wind barbs, like what's the wind doing, right? We can see we got heavy winds from the west for sure. Right, especially here in the Toronto area, right? You can see the wind barbs, and you can set up all your stuff, your icing layers. You can plan that your weather radar, which is what's right on right now. Then you can come down here and hit play. It'll play it. See the wind barbs are moving, right? Let's turn the wind barbs off and play the weather radar. Where's our layers now? Oh, I see here. That's the barbs. There we go. Let's turn that off. Right? So we got that off. You can play your weather radar. And there's your cloud cover. It'll play your radar over a certain period. But yeah, Navigraph charts. You can scroll in over here. You can put it in day mode, night mode. You can open this up. You can set this up exactly how you like. You can come in here and put what nav age you want to see, and whatnot. You can put what if you want to see waypoints, airways, right? Your airspaces, you can do all that. All your city stuff, your roads, railways, all that. You can set it all up here. You can set it up for IFR, VFR, right? Yeah, you can customize it any way you want. and it's endless. I'm not even getting into the half of what you can do with the charts. They just added. Not see. Let me put it back on here and see if we see it here. Where's my? There it is. Night mode. Let's go over here and look at the airport. I don't see them here. It should. I should have it turned on here somewhere. I probably don't have it turned on. That's my flight path. North, yeah. That's our aircraft. But I don't know why I don't see it right now. I probably got to turn it on. But you can show your extended runways and approach darts to your runway. Usually when you scroll in closer like this, you would see it sticking out from. I just updated this, so I probably got to turn it on somewhere. I don't know. But here's your menu. You can come look at everything in here. Is there a thing for those extended runway? But I'll figure that out. It's there. It just shows you the darts on your end of the runway and with like arrows and showing you the direction of the runway, and it just extends them out to out to here. So when you're navigating in, you can see to intercept your approach course and stuff like that. But we're not seeing them right there. All right, Navigraph charts. Yeah, that's to me. That's why I do that. And that's why it's worth for me to pay an annual subscription to Navigraph Charts. So that's it, folks. We're going to leave it right there. We gave you a tour from Navigraph Charts. Let me know if you want me to do a video in the description below. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want me to do a video on like setting up a flight plan from scratch or something like that. And from Navigraph Charts and importing it into our aircraft. That's another great thing. You can anything you do on Navigraph Charts and SimBrief can be directly imported right into your aircraft, right? Like all our aircraft here. I don't know why I can't go there. It's not going. My views aren't working now. Some of them aren't working. My tablet view ain't working right now. That's the thing with Chase Plane. But it's not very often I have a lot of problems with my Chase Plane. It's just once in a while now. So yeah, I don't know why that's not. Yeah, that's right, aircraft, EFB, it's there. I don't know. But anyways, that's for another video. Okay, but anyways, yeah, our PMDG aircraft, our tablet here, yeah, you can see like everything for Navigraph is integrated here. We can just hit here, bang, install our Navigraph. So I don't even have to go into the Navigraph hub to download the latest nav data. I could do it directly from the aircraft. Everything's getting integrated here, right? So if I went to my home and I download that flight plan that's up there, now I can come back into my charts and get all my charts, right? I can come into my departures, come over to airport, get my airport charts, click on the little tack here to pin it, and then you can open it if you want. You can open your pin charts after, and there's my Jepson charts in my PMDG aircraft, right? And it goes the same with all my my smaller aircraft. I shouldn't have jumped off of that. Oh, actually, we can go back to that. But yeah, you can come down and you can just integrate it, right? You can set up your SimBrief and all that, right? And then yeah, turn on your Navigraph charts. Logged in. Down at the bottom, you authenticate and you're in, right? That's with every aircraft, and Navigraph Charts makes it so easy. I just get a every time I go to install a new aircraft and I want to link up Navigraph Charts, I go to link it up. I hit link up. I get a thing on my phone, and it's Navigraph Charts. I hit allow, and bang, instantly my charts and everything are connected to my aircraft. But that's it. That's Navigraph Charts, and everything else. We got GSX. You can see I've got my flow wheel going. Yeah, it's time. If you're still hanging on to Flight Sim 2024, I'm not sure why, because everything about Flight Sim 2024, they're getting the bugs worked out. The performance is getting much better. You know, I can bring that up for you guys up here. We can bring up our FPS counter. I'll do a video on performance later and show you about performance. I don't have anything locked in. I have my frame rates locked at 65. This is about average 50 FPS with me here at an airport sitting on the ground. Once I get in the air, that'll go to 60. But anyways, we'll do that for future videos. Yeah, let me know if you wanted me to do videos on performance, system equipment, what I'm running, all that good stuff. Drop me a comment in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to see if I can accommodate you and see if we can whip up a video on that. And yeah, give you some tips, tricks, hints, and things to make your sim work better and get everything running pretty smooth. But yeah, right now I'm pretty happy with the way things are dialed in. Let's go to spot camera here. There's my spot view. Yeah, she's pretty pretty smooth. Things are pretty smooth, and she's staying around that 50 FPS there. So everything looks great, right? GSX doing its thing, and loading up the aircraft, and things good. Yeah, so yeah, drop me a like if you got anything from this video about subscriptions and paying for subscriptions. Navigraph Charts is the only add-on that I pay for a subscription for. I tried Say Intentions. That didn't work out for me. I couldn't find the value in it for myself. Some people, to each their own, right? The best thing about this hobby is it's catered to fit many genres. You can do it how you like it. If Say Intentions works for you, then that's fantastic. It's just about making a sim that makes you feel happy and comfortable to work with. That's what it's all about. And if you're sitting on the fence and you're wondering about these people that are using Navigraph Charts when there's this chart system in the sim, and if it's worth paying this subscription fee, yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. That's a non-question for me. Yes, every day, all day, every day for Navigraph Charts. And so far, it's the only add-on that's ever had that effect on me when it comes to paying for a subscription. Even for other, anything to do with flight simming, whether it's scenery or, some kind of anything, whatever. I'm drawing a blank right now, but anything. Yeah, so let me know if there's anything you'd like to see a video on. Drop me a comment, drop me a like, help me get the channel started. We're brand new. We're all about building a community here. This is our absolute first video of the channel, and we're going to post this right up and get things started. Join us on our Discord, into the Overcast, and yeah, we'll see you in the sim, folks. We're gonna have live streams, we're gonna have group fights, we're gonna have it all. So yeah, join us here, subscribe, and yeah, let's get the channel going and build up a community here. So there you go. We're starting the community off with subscriptions, paying for subscriptions. Navigraph Charts. Is it worth paying for subscriptions? And for me, in my situation, all day, every day. All right, remember, friends, keep the blue side up. We'll see you in the next one. Later.